All right, so are you ready to dive deep into this CTL-TM exam?
Let's do it.
This is the one that, certifies you as a software testing pro.
That's right.
And we have this training video here, and we're going to go through some practice questions,
Yeah.
but we're not just going to go through and give you the right answer. We're
Yeah.
going to really try to break down the why behind the right answers
Yeah.
so that it's not just right memorization. You walk away with a really solid
Sure.
understanding of how to approach software testing.
Absolutely.
So are you ready to tackle this?
Yeah, let's get strategic about this exam.
Okay.
So 50 questions, 120 minutes to take it.
It's not too bad.
Not too bad on the surface, but that 58 out of 88 passing score
Ooh, yeah.
kind of tells you they mean business.
Yeah.
So, we really need to go beyond memorizing facts and really dive deep into the core principles
I like it. I like it.
behind those correct answers.
So let's start with question number 1 here in the training video.
Okay.
Sounds good. It asks, when should performance testing be conducted in the software development lifecycle?
Okay.
Now, I've heard some people say you wait till the end when everything is stable.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think waiting until the end can be a recipe for disaster.
Really?
Think about it. If you discover a major performance bottleneck late in the game, you could be looking at costly code rewrites, missed deadlines,
Yeah, that's not good.
a whole lot of stress.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
So you're saying we should start right away with the performance testing?
Yeah, integrating performance testing early and often
Okay.
allows you to catch and address those bottlenecks before they become major roadblocks.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of keeping an eye on your car's engine throughout a road trip
Yeah,
instead of waiting until it breaks down in the middle of nowhere.
I like that analogy. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So question number 2 is, which 2 key activities are essential for a structured product risk analysis? So, I always think of risk analysis as just identifying the risks.
Yeah.
Why do we need 2 activities? What else is there besides identifying the risks?
So identifying the risks is only half the battle, right? So you need to understand the potential impact of each of those risks as well.
Okay.
So those 2 key activities are risk identification, where we pinpoint all the potential threats,
Got it.
and then risk assessment.
Okay.
And that's where we figure out how likely those risks are to occur and how severe the consequences would be if they did.
So it's not enough to just know that there's a risk. We have to know.
Exactly.
Okay.
How bad is this risk?
I see.
It's kind of like looking at a weather forecast.
Okay.
You see there's a chance of rain,
Right.
but the risk assessment tells you if it's going to be a light drizzle
Yeah.
or, the potential downpour, and you can pack accordingly.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yep.
So question number 3 here, it says, a company is implementing a model-based testing strategy. What is a necessary step to make this approach effective? Okay. Now, can you back up and first tell me what is model-based testing? Because
Yeah,
that sounds kind of scary.
It's not as complex as it sounds.
Okay, good.
So imagine you're creating a visual representation,
Okay.
almost like a blueprint, if you will,
Okay.
of how your software system is supposed to behave.
Yeah.
And so this blueprint captures all the essential functions and interactions.
Got it.
And we call this blueprint a model.
Okay.
Model-based testing uses that blueprint to automatically generate test cases.
So instead of manually writing out all the tests, the model kind of tells you what to test.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
But here's the catch. To make this approach truly effective,
Yeah.
you need to meticulously craft those abstract test models.
Okay.
They aren't just a nice to have.
Right.
They form the foundation of your entire model-based testing strategy.
So the model itself is very important.
Very important.
Got it.
So it ensures that your tests are thorough, efficient, and directly aligned with the system's intended behavior.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So question number 4 is, what is a key advantage of risk-based testing?
All right.
Now, some people say that it's about just ignoring low-risk areas, but I have a feeling that's not really it.
You're right to be skeptical.
Okay.
Risk-based testing isn't about ignoring anything.
Okay.
It's about making strategic decisions about where to focus your testing efforts based on the potential impact of each risk.
So it's more about allocating resources wisely
Exactly.
instead of pretending the risks aren't there.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Let's say you're testing a banking app.
Okay.
A minor visual glitch on the welcome screen might be annoying,
Yeah.
but a security flaw in the transaction processing system,
Oh, yeah.
that could have catastrophic consequences.
That's bad.
Yeah. So risk-based testing helps you prioritize those critical areas
Okay.
and make sure they get the rigorous testing they deserve.
It makes sense. Okay, last question for this section is, a test manager needs to justify the value of testing to senior management. Which is the most effective approach?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so we all know testing is important, but how do we convince the people in charge
Right.
that it's worth the money?
You have to speak their language.
Okay.
The most compelling way to justify testing is to demonstrate the potential financial losses that could occur because of undetected defects.
So don't just say testing is important because it catches bugs.
Right.
Say, hey, if we don't test this properly, it's going to cost us this much money
Exactly.
because of system crashes or whatever.
Exactly. By quantifying the risks and their potential financial impact.
Okay.
You're framing testing as a risk mitigation strategy.
I like it.
It's an investment.
An investment, not a cost center.
Exactly. It's about protecting the bottom line and ensuring the project's success.
So we're connecting testing with overall goals of the business.
Precisely.
Okay, this has been a fantastic start to our CTAL-TM exam deep dive.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've already learned a lot about the importance of early performance testing,
Right.
the power of structured risk analysis, and the need for well-defined models and model-based testing.
It's all coming together.
Yeah.
And remember, these concepts are valuable beyond just passing the CTAL-TM exam.
Right.
These represent industry best practices that will serve you well throughout your entire testing career.
Absolutely. So to all of our listeners out there, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of software testing.
Thanks for listening.
We hope you learned a lot, and good luck on your exams.
You got this.
Until next time on the deep dive, keep on testing.